I mean, so I don't know. For for anyone who thinks that, I mean, I'm Canadian, but Canada and the U.S. are we're neighbors. We're directly tied into each other. If the U.S. goes to war, Canada follows. Um, if anyone thinks that this isn't that the war hasn't already started, whether that's another just isolated Middle Eastern war or whether that is actually World War III, you must be living under a rock. Um, I'm anti-war, and fuck, man. I mean, we just pulled out like the U.S. When I say we, I know I'm not American. I'm Canadian, so I'm saying we as in North Americans just pulled out of the Middle East, and now we're bombing Iran on behalf of Israel. Let's not even get into the fact that Israel. I'm not educated enough to know, but it really seems like Israel is committing genocide in Gaza by way of starvation and blockades for the women and children who are trapped there. I mean, it's just a sick time to be alive. It's a sick time to be alive.
Congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to target Iran's nuclear facilities with the awesome and righteous might of the United States will change history. In Operation...
It'll change history. Yeah. One way or another, it'll change history. I mean, I don't think even Republicans want a war. Does anyone want a war in 2025 when we have how many nuclear powers do we have in the world now? No one wants a war. World War III is the end of us. Everyone understands that, I think, right? World War III is the end of humanity. I mean, we're not even talking about. So here's another thing: like, two people in Iran, not all, but some. The U.S. and Israel are the terrorists. To a lot of the world, the U.S. is a terrorist group. That's a fact. And I mean, I'm not saying that I think terrorist groups should be able to have nuclear weapons. Of course not. But there's different ways than just declaring war. And I know that we haven't declared war and all this. They've declared war against Iran. That's what's happened. Because of this man who apparently, I guess, has bought the entire Congress of the U.S. Israel just owns the U.S. government. There's not a country in the world that the U.S. bends down more to than Israel. I don't know. I don't get it. Someone tell me.
Done truly amazing
Help me.
Things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons.
I mean, what's he say here? I congratulate U.S. President Donald Trump on his historic decision to destroy the 3 nuclear sites in Iran in order to continue the Israeli operation and ensure that Iran does not have nuclear weapons that would endanger Israel and the countries of the region. Here's the thing. So if you're in the military, I'm not in the military. Do you want to die for Israel? As an American, as a Canadian, as a European, everyone's going to be involved. I mean, everyone who's in life will be involved. Their troops will be sent there. So do you want to die for Israel? That's the question you got to ask. I read this thing. If Trump wants to declare war against Iran, if Trump wants to drop bombs in Iran, then he has to be okay, if there's a draft, sending Barron. Is he okay sending his own son? No, he's not. Of course he's not. That would never, ever, ever, ever happen. So why are we sending our soldiers out to die on behalf of a battle that's been going on for thousands and thousands of years over religion? I don't know. Someone explain to me. Someone. The Saudi Arabia urges all parties to have restraint. Yeah, no kidding. They border. They're literally right there. They're like bordering Iran, of course. Qatar, catastrophic consequences. This is crazy. Yeah, of course. I'm no supporter of Iran, obviously. They support so many terrorist groups. It's horrific. But how are they supposed to negotiate when their sky is filled with bombs and missiles every night? No one's going to negotiate while they're being attacked like that. It's just not going to happen. They've killed everyone they were negotiating with. That's so fucking insane. Yeah, okay, New Zealand calls for diplomacy. Yeah, of course. Oh, good. See, now the countries, what's happening too is countries are now, I'll let this run here. Countries are now condemning the U.S. So, I mean, there was a few South American countries, I think Cuba, some other countries. But what happens when Russia and China stop getting... Someone, if I'm wrong, correct me, please, but don't they get their oil from the passageway that Iran controls there in the Middle East? And they're now saying they're going to shut that off. So then what happens? So Iran says, no, either back us or you don't get any oil. So now either everyone turns against Iran and then it's a fight of who wants all the oil, or the countries like China, Russia, etc., they back Iran, then it's US, then it's World War III. That's what happens. I mean, I don't know. I'm a bit worked up about this, I know, but it's just so fucking crazy, man. As a father, you start thinking about your kid more. You start thinking about war in a different way. You know, as a father, I could not imagine my son being drafted to fight in a war that he didn't want anything to do with, that he literally had nothing to do with. I just couldn't imagine. Even if they did have, I just couldn't imagine being parents of these children who get sent to fucking war because these people in an office essentially are clicking a button. Yes, okay, we're going to bomb them because of X, Y, and Z, because Israel gives us this money and they're going to cut off the money they're giving us if we don't do this and help them. And who fucking knows what else is going on? Who knows if there's blackmail? Who knows if Israel has blackmail on everyone in the U.S. government? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Why are you fighting a war that doesn't affect you at all? And there's no actual intelligence. It's like we've been hearing my life. In 35, it's been Iran, 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 Iran. They're 2 weeks away for 35 years. Is it real? I don't even know. It's crazy. Just rambling around, not even making sense. Yeah, Cuba condones it, yeah. Venezuela condones it. And I get it. People are like, oh, these B-2 bombers are so sick. Yeah, it's a sweet looking plane. It's cool. But like, this isn't a video game. This is not a video game. This is real life war. This is like, you turn on Fox News and like, whatever, nothing against Fox News, but it's like, they're like excited. We're going to war. Like, you know who's lighted their pockets. Like, we're going to war. It's such a propaganda bullshit machine, man. Like, it's literally disgusting to watch. Even like fucking CNN. It wasn't just Fox. It's like all these news stations. Oh my God, it's crazy. We're going to war, and they're like smiling and look at the B-2 bomber. It can fucking drop 30,000 tons of TN. Like, it's just crazy. It's like, this isn't a video game. You're bombing someone's homeland. There's got to be such a high percentage of people that voted Trump because he was anti-war. I swear to you, I would have voted for Trump if I was an American in this election, and then I would have been making this video saying I voted wrong. Not Kamala. She would have been probably just as bad, but you don't know for sure. Maybe she's owned by Israel as well. Who knows? It's crazy. Yeah, Mexico calls for peace. Of course. Everyone, look at this shit. Like, oh, good. What is this? The Houthis call for U.S. strikes. Perfect. This is what I said too. If you think the U.S. won't be hit, they will. And I'm not saying if the U.S. gets hit, the U.S. goes all full out against that country. And then if they do, I think that's a different story if you're directly being attacked. But like, that is the beginning of the end. Because if U.S. cities start getting hit, it's World War III. Okay? It just is. It's crazy. What do you guys think, man? I mean, like, so just works me up so much. In 2025, with everything going on, that the U.S. is now going to war again. And I don't care if they say they're not going to war. They have just shown that they are going to war. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Well, stay safe out there, guys. Like, do you guys want me to follow this story more? I mean, I'm going to follow this. Like, it's not a story. This is life and death. This is that point in history where we're going to look back and it's going to go one way or it's going to go another. And I'm just hoping it goes a peaceful way, man. Stay safe, guys. I love y'all.